Hi, welcome to the store. You can always use your Mobi if you want some more details on what we have in stock.
Thank you. I just want a drink. I don't want any carbohydrates.
Welcome back. Smart buy.
I don't want to drink too much because they'll just send me to the toilet. I don't like using public conveniences. What do we have here? We have the 890 jump. This ship goes on sale every year and it sells out as a limited edition. To get the beauty out of this ship, your PC has to be really powerful. When I say powerful, I mean decently. It's not like flying an Aurora, okay? This ship I've been using for nearly 2 years now, and it's given me an insight to what most of the ships will be like when they come out. Like for instance the Polaris, the Icarus, not the Icarus, the Polaris, the Odyssey, the Merchantman. What have all these ships got in common? Medical bed, and they're all the same size. This one can refuel itself so it can go longer into the distance. I mean hydrogen. The Polaris, that'll be good for search and rescue. The Odyssey will be used for things like rare materials and stuff like that. This ship, the 890, let me find out some more information. What info do you have on the 890 jump? Get back to me as soon as possible.
The Aegis 890 Jump is a capital-sized multi-crew superyacht in Star Citizen. It has a total of 4 decks with a ship hangar in the front and a cargo bay/vehicle hangar in the rear. The ship can be controlled from either the main bridge or the battle bridge on the Orlop deck. The 890 jump is designed to immerse its passengers in opulent luxury as the ship cruises from system to system. Some 890 jumps are privately owned by extremely wealthy individuals, in which case they serve as the ultimate social hotspots for friends, family, and guests. Other 890s are commercial vessels that focus on the elite tourism industry. The Origin 85X is included with the 890 jump. Every feature in the 890 jump is designed for the luxury and comfort of both the paying passengers and the crew that serves them. These features include a graphene hull, Stamina V engines, 85X touring ship, rear remote turret, point defense system, communication array, escape pods, 2 bridges, med bay, spa facilities, luxurious interior, and guest rooms. The standalone pledge cost for the 890 jump is $950, and the war bond price is $890. However, you can also find it on sale for $1,349 at some places. Please note that these prices may vary, and it's always a good idea to check the official Star Citizen website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. As for the missions, there is an 890 jump boarding mission in Star Citizen. This mission gives players the chance to take on space pirates aboard the iconic space yacht known as the 890 jump. Although the objectives may seem straightforward, most players trying to complete this for the first time generally struggle with the initial level of difficulty. This mission can be found under the Mercenary Missions tab in the Contracts Manager. With a full reward of 45,000 AUEC, this is a great way of building up some cash for items in the game such as new ships, vehicles, weapons, and armor. I hope this information helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
No, I know enough. Okay, as you can see, this can hold pretty big vehicles, cargo with all sorts of things. There's going to be a lot of secrets when the cargo factor is fully finished. But the weaponry on this, people say it's not enough, but I'm telling you. Let me just go up there and show you. Thank you, mate. Oh, it's glitched. This is the cargo bay. My suspicion it's got 2 cargo bays. Okay? What you can fit in here is unbelievable. Vehicles, cargo, all sorts for its size. And it can hold a lot more than what's specified in the manual. These are the armories. They do work. That's the lift that goes to the bridge. The med bay. And actually, if you want to know, you might not think medical's in the game yet, but it is. And every time someone dies, it's 15k a time. How many of those runs can you do in an hour? Waiting room. Okay. The cargo, the hangar deck. The hangar deck has 2 mechanisms. Okay. This one here, when you press on that, the top door opens. But if you come here, you can just open the door and not send the elevator up. Open hangar doors. be a bit of a desync. Well, it does work. Now, you might think this is just a basketball court, but let's just say you've got a prospector in here now. All its cylinders or saddlebags, whatever you call it, they can be stored here. Okay? Secondly, you've got shelves up here where you can store extra cargo and whatnot. Plus you've got the grab grips. You can do a heck of a lot of things in here. When I use this ship, I always have the Scorpius in here. Okay? Yes, you can get the F8 Lightning in here. But with the Scorpius it's better because you've also got the AMP. But that's not all. With the Scorpius you can actually get the Furies in here too for adding extra fire when it comes to troops. So this ship just alone is like a battle station, battleship. With the right crew, this ship is very, very powerful in civilian hands. But it's not a true combat ship. Now I'm going to go to the bridge. Okay. Where is the bridge? I use capital ships to speculate what the game's going to be like for the future. Is it or is it not? Not too sure enough. Okay. Here you have the bridge, where you got the captain's chair, and this is the gunner's seat. Did you know if you set the guns up properly, this ship has 360 degrees coverage. If you put the right weapons on here, it is deadly, and you can fire them simultaneously. A normal ship cannot get very close to this when you've got size 3 guns, and I like to use distortions and cannons. Okay, but here's something else. Here, if you use this turret, whatever you want to call it, you've got missiles that can fire backwards. 1 minute. So I've just been informed that my noise level voice is very quiet. I'm just trying to think what could have caused that. Anyway, let's carry on. As I was saying, With here is the missiles. You can actually fire 360 degrees missiles. So basically, you can fire backwards. Most enemies don't take that into account. So my best defense is bring the ship to SCM speed, let the enemy fire. They can't dodge that quick, and just let up your size 1s and your size 2s. They've got a problem. I like using this for scanning. Fancy a game of chess? It works. It is the backgammon board. Oh, okay. They've shrunk the size of the backgammon. I could be wrong. This is the captain's quarters. Very elegant. It's like a 2 ships in 1 here. So I don't have to eat with the crew. Then you got the beds for him and she. Sure, that's Yoza. Has to be. No, it can't be. Either give some sign. Wait, did I turn my mic up in the game? I should still be able to hear him. Just give me a sec. There is a lot more to this ship, but I could be in there 2 hours. Okay, so let's move on. It has to be him. I can always tell it's him because of the ball patches. He'll give the clue away shortly. It is him. I know it's him. He doesn't run anywhere. I'm going to have to put the mic on, see if I can get contact with him. 1 minute. That's the wrong one. Right. I knew it was coming on, I'd have left the voice as normal. Right. It's not that you see, the intercoms in there are slightly glitched, you see. That's the one. Yeah, it's definitely in because he would have walked off. Right, what's next? In-game sound. Global chat. Okay, microphone off. There's only 29 on there, that's not bad. Testing. But I had everything set up and I had to switch them all off earlier. I didn't think anybody was coming on today, you see. Right, Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let's hope I've got it working now. Testing, 1, 2, 3. One, two, testing. Oh boy, let's go back in there and test it again. Everything here sounds right. Just double check. Yeah, that's up. All those are up, yep. Okay. Testing. Okay, let's go on to my next ship. What information have you got on the 600i in Star Citizens? Remember, all information is about Star Citizens.
The Origin 600i is a mid-sized transport ship in Star Citizen. It was first manufactured in the 29th century. The 600i exploration module features 2 manned scanning stations, a deployable ramp for an exploratory ground vehicle, an Origin-created rover, and SCU storage for any artifacts needing to be stored once discovered. This makes it a solid option for explorers looking for a stylish alternative to the Aquila. The 600i is designed with a cutting-edge modular technology, allowing you to customize your ship for your needs. The 600i Touring, a variant of the 600i, provides a comfortable lounge area for you and your guests to stretch out and enjoy those long stretches on the drift. The standalone pledge cost for the 600i Touring is $435 US. The standalone pledge cost for the 600i Explorer is $475. and the war bond price is $435. There's also a special edition of the 600i Explorer known as the 600i Executive Edition. It features a gold and gray painted exterior and is only obtainable as a reward for reaching the Concierge Rank Legatus Navium, which equals to a total spending of $25,000. Please note that these prices may vary, and it's always a good idea to check the official Star Citizen website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
Right, the 600i, when this first came out, this was my go-to ship everyday runabout. You could fly the ship single-handedly, do combat, but guess what? On the rework, it's going to be able to hold, the cargo bay is going to be bigger, and it's be able to hold a ballista of some sort. Now if it can hold a ballista, it should be able to hold a small craft like an Aurora or something like that. Plus the cargo bay is going to be bigger, and it's going to have a medical bay. This ship is going to rock. So if you're ever going to invest in a ship, if you're going to invest in a ship, this ship will do it all. You'll be surprised. And because I've been in this game for about 6 years now, or 7 years, I've lost count. Before you forget, this ship is also modular. I repeat, this ship is modular. You've got this as the Explorer, and you've also got the Touring, but it's one ship. It was stated in the manual when it first came out, but there's a lot of new people coming in now, and they don't know this. This ship is modular, okay? I'm trying to choose my words very carefully, okay? Because people don't see things the way I see things, okay? Top ship. I lost this ship for a mistake. But at the end of the day, if I had a choice between this ship and this ship, that ship. And you can get this on LTI. But you can't get that on LTI unless you get the special packs. Damn good ship that. You'd have to fly it for about 6 months to learn its capabilities. Now for beginners that want to learn how to fly and still have the basics of the basics, the Origin 100 is good. It doesn't cost much to run, it regens its own fuel, put the right weapons on there. Whoa! I nearly jumped over the what's his name? I like the 100 eyes. Simple and basic, it does the job. This ship can actually go on the 890 jump. You can actually have a good couple of them. I've had 4 of them on the 890 jump. Nice ship this. I even use this when I'm practicing to learn for racing, but now I've got the F8 Lightning. That's my go-to ship. Anyway, let's get information on the 100 series. 1 minute. In Star Citizens, what information have you got on the 100 series, the 100i series, in the Origin? Get back to me as soon as possible.
The Origin 100i is a luxury starter ship that is the base variant of the 100 series in Star Citizen. It features Origin JumpWorks' patented air fuel system, making it the most efficient and eco-friendly ship on the market. It is capable of long-distance flights compared to most ships of its size. The 100 series features Origin JumpWorks' patented air fuel system, making them the most fuel-efficient and eco-friendly ships on the market. Capable of long-distance flights that most ships of this size aren't equipped for, the 100 series is perfect for solo pilots looking to turn heads without sacrificing functionality or reliability. The standalone cost for the 100i is $50, and the Warbond price is $45. However, you can also find it on sale for $65 at some places. Please note that these prices may vary, and it's always a good idea to check the official Star Citizen website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. There are also other variants of the 100 series. 125A. Focusing on combat, it has a souped-up weapons package and an enhanced thrusters for increased speed. 135C. Aimed at light transportation, it has an additional cargo bay. I hope this information helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
Thanks. Let's see where the rest of the ships are. I need to go back to the display boards. The 300 series is to the left. It's like I'm in a rush today. Okay. Sounds are messing up today. Now you have the 100 series. I've always liked this ship for racing. But before we go any further, let's get some info upon it. Something's happening with my sounds.
Credits. I'd probably get one of these for myself. Actually, did you know that this wasn't the original design? I've seen pictures of some earlier versions and they were pretty out there.
Give me some information on the 100 series, please. The Origin 100. Sorry, cancel that. I want information on the 300 series of the Origin ships, please.
Another year, another not sure why I keep coming to these.
I'm glad you came. It's always better exploring the show with someone else.
The Origin 300 series in Star Citizen is a set of luxury spacecraft that are capable of filling almost any role in the galaxy. They are all built with additional focus on luxury and comfort. Each ship in the series has its own purpose and primary focus. The 300 series are long but not very wide, being 27 m in length x 17 m beam x 8 m tall. They range in mass from 58.5 K to 72.5 kg and stock SCM speeds from 204 to 258 meters per second. Each of the variants all have small components, size 1. The 300 series includes the following variants. 300i. The Origin 300i is a luxury single-seater starter ship that is capable of filling almost any role in the galaxy. It is the base model of the 300 series. The standalone cost for the 300i is $60. 315p. The Origin 315p is the exploration variant of the 300 series. It features a more robust power plant and a custom scanning package, exclusively designed by Chimera Communications. 325A. The Origin 325A is the combat variant of the 300 series. It features an advanced weapon payload as well as a custom targeting system designed especially for the 325A by Wilsop. 350R. The Origin 350R is the racing variant of the 300 series. It features dual thrusters instead of a single one in the rest of the ships in the same series. The 300 series also has a unique paint, skin, customization that is not available in-game and can only be purchased as an add-on through the ship store page. Please note that these prices may vary, and it's always a good idea to check the official Star Citizen website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
Right, you might not know this, but the 315, this ship here, the 315, blah blah blah, the 315p is the star of the show. Why? It's got a ship's tractor beam. I'm almost sure that is a ship's tractor beam stated in the manual. And everything can be controlled by the pilot, unlike the SRV. This ship can also fit in the 890 jump. Now you pair the 890 jump and this ship together, you will be doing some serious, well, it opens up a whole new gameplay. This ship here, give it 6 months when the tractor beam's working and you start using this ship on roleplay, with connecting roleplay with other ships that it can fit in, because remember this ship can't go very far when pyro comes in, so it has to be tugged along, and it's not that big, because when bigger ships come on it's small and it's unique. This ship is like a gold mine if you pair it with the 890 jump or anything it can carry that's not got a tractor beam. It can do combat, it can take small cargo, it can take passengers, it can take passengers. It's got everything in it. I would actually buy this ship, but I'm into capital ships, you see. Capital ships gets me the a heck of a lot of stuff. Anyway, let's move on. Right. This ship, the 400i.
Is the manufacturer to beat this year.
I can see why some people love this style, but
how can I put it delicately? It's not. A lot of people like this ship, but because I do a lot of pimping out of ships and stuff like that, it's not for me. If you guys remember Fireball XL5, many moons ago, we're looking about 40-50 years ago, this ship reminds me of that. It's a good ship, there's nothing wrong with it. It's got everything you need for a single crew and a crew up to 4 and missions, but it doesn't say much for me as a hardcore player in the game. But I do go with other people when they've got it, but like I says, all the people now has got this ship and they swear blind by it, but it doesn't fit me. Now, talking about the Zeus, that's a whole different ball game compared to two prices. Anyway, let's see what he's got to say. What information have you got on the 400i in Star Citizens, please? The 400i ship, the Origin ship. All the information as quickly as possible, please.
The Origin 400i is a high-performance luxury pathfinder manufactured by Origin Jumpworks.
Oh, is that all?
It was revealed at CitizenCon 2951 and was subsequently released in Alpha 3.15.0. The ship features 2 decks and can hold a land vehicle the size of a Cyclone on the cargo lift. Its armament consists of 2 guns, 2 remote turrets, and 4 missile racks. The 400i is designed for exploration and has a greater range compared to other ships in its class. It comes with advanced exploration equipment and substantial defensive capabilities.
If I didn't know
The ship can take a crew of 3 to distant areas of the verse and has comfortable onboard living, the ability to carry a full amount of cargo, and the X1 for planet-side traversal. The 400i features a size 3 shield generator, 2 S3 Panther repeaters mounted forward, and 2 rear-mounted remote turrets that each mount 2 more S3 Panther repeaters. It also boasts generous ordnance capacity with 16 size 2 and 16 size 1 missiles. The front nose section contains a vehicle bay designed to hold the Origin X1, but can also hold vehicles such as the Nox, which allows you to explore locally. Access to the bike bay is via a drop-down platform. The standalone cost for the 400i is $250, and the war bond price is $220. However, you can also find it on sale for different prices at some places. Please note that these prices may vary, and it's always a good idea to check the official Star Citizen website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. I hope this information helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
I'm sure that the Origin ships had light shielded cargo. I read that somewhere years back. I'm almost sure. Now why? Because obviously it's a rich man's ship and they like to protect the stuff. And people always go for these things when they go to scan them. So to see what's inside the ship, sure this has got shielded cargo. It's got something to do with the armor, the special armor it's got.
I actually rented one of these. Wasn't for me, but maybe you'd like it. Another year, another IAE. I'm not sure why I keep coming to these. Shows like this. Such a good chance to see all my favorite vehicles in one place.
Right, what else is there? There are a lot more ships now. I can't cover them that quick.
Didn't really think this manufacturer was my style.
But I still want my SRV. But to the mechanics that they've been introduced and some of the things they've taken out, I'm not going to say. Okay. But I can only see the SRV. This use scenario for the Pioneer when it comes out. But I'll save that for when the Argo comes out next couple of days, and I'll give my opinion on it.
I can see why some people love this style, but it's not for me.
I hope they put the shields back on. What I was saying about the well, yeah, because the 315p has got a tractor, so I can mention it. I was in the PTU testing the cargo. I mean, testing the tractor beams. Now I was in the SRV and I was towing the whole sea. Now, as you know, to tractor beam the whole sea or any ship, you've got to switch off the shields. Yes, that's okay. Now, in the earlier patch, when it came out, you could switch the shields back on and still have the tractor beam on the ship. Now, the point I'm trying to make, you got the SRV, it's a tugboat, it's slow, okay? And you're towing a ship like the whole sea without no defense on the SRV, and with the shields down on the whole sea or anything like that, enemies will come and they'll just take pot shots. Now, what I'm trying to say is, you put the shields on, take the shields off, then what you need to then do is tractor beam it, put the shields back on. Now, as you know, there's not much defense. The pilot can get out the ship, go into a turret and start firing back. Now, what they're trying to say is that the beams won't break, but yes, because the whole sea has got a bigger mass, bigger engine, it can snap the beam so they can go on its way. But something like this couldn't snap the beam. So I hope CIG puts the tractor beams, sorry, not the tractor beam, put the shields on back. Okay, turn them up when they need to be tractored. When it's tractored, put them back on to some defenses. Now, if you remember Star Trek, the film, their physics, they could use their shields to cover the shields of ships they were towing. But I don't think that's going to be in this game for a long time. It's to do with the physics, you see, and technology moving. It would be nice if they did that. Very nice. And then that would bring my SRV back out of the cupboard. But for now, it will be nerfed because it is too dangerous. Because I do permadeath, you see. So obviously, I have to study every situation, every scenario before I go into a ship, so I know its best uses. I think that's it for here. That was pretty quick. Now we'll go downstairs. I never have my processor running this high, but it was the only way to sort out the entities. But I've got other programs in here that works with most processors today to alter things so they don't overheat. I'll just give you a quick show of it. And it can be, because you got chips in the Intel that you can't overclock. If you want to know about it, quickly, but you have to learn how to use it. Quick CPU, it does a lot. You can turn down your things on the fly without messing about too much. It does a whole lot. Turbo boost, watch this. Keep your eye on that, and watch me turn down the processor. That turns down the heat, that drops the temperature, and a whole lot. The frames will go down, but obviously you don't want to crash. Okay? Just give me quick little basics here. As you can see, oh, I've not saved it yet, 1 minute. As you can see, you can control the processor without damaging it. Okay, the frames per second and all these kind of things, so you can actually stay in the verse a lot longer. And it's also got a memory cleaner in it, an automatic one. Let me see if I can find it. Let me put these back before, because I've got it set to this. Where's this memory cleaner? As you can see, if you know how to tune this, your game should last a lot longer. It's a very good program. I've been using it for 2 weeks now, and it's a free program. Very good program. Then you've got Afterburner to turn on the graphics cards, obviously. The program's called Quick CPU. It's got a lot of things in there. I can't wait for the Argo to get all its things in. But I want to go downstairs now when I find a way out.
In person is a lot different than I imagined.
Did I put... I must have put... Ah! We've got a problem. I didn't put things back. Wait, let it... Oh, it was cleaning the memory. It's the only... Yeah. I think it was cleaning the memory. It's got an automatic cleaner in there, you see. So the memory doesn't get clogged. So you only get a stutter for about 20 seconds or so, depending on how you set it.
Stuff like this is exactly why I love going to the IAE so much.
I can't imagine buying one, but it would definitely be fun to use for a weekend.
I am using Tobii eye tracking, as you've noticed. Oh! When I first came in the game, this was my go-to ship. The smallest ship that could take 2 people and I used to use it as a taxi. The 85X. Not bad for racing. You ain't gonna win any medals though. Ah, go on. Let's see what he's got to say. What information have you got on the 85X?
The Origin 85X is a small two-person snubcraft that functions as an away vessel for the 890 jump. It is included with purchases of the 890 jump. Whether descending down to the planet's surface or taking in the sights of your system, the 85X will continue Origin's proud tradition of turning heads. It combines the power of a racer with the reliability of a touring ship. The 85X features Providence System. Microtech's Providence System allows personalized access to the 85X's systems, but also stays in contact with the 890 jump to make sure that the pilot is constantly up to date on your ship status. The 85X can hit back when required thanks to its underside size 3-gun turret, which can hold a pair of size 1 guns, as well as another pair of size 1 guns under its wings. The standalone cost for the 85X is $50. However, you can also find it on sale for different prices at some places. Please note that these prices may vary, and it's always a good idea to check the official Star Citizen website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. I hope this information helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
When they say other places, they say the grey market. Don't buy ships on the grey market. Be patient, okay? Be patient. There's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes, and when you buy ships in the game. I mean, from CIG's main website. People tell you what you want to hear because you can't wait. Don't buy ships on the grey market. I won't say what the drawbacks are, okay? Because we're not here about negativity. Ah, this is a nice ship. Nice ship for racing, very agile. What information have you got on the Origin M50?
I'm going to move on to the next holiday.
If you want to go on ahead, that's fine. I'll catch up with you later.
I think it's a bit expensive for what it is though. But CIG must have a reason for it.
The Origin M50 Interceptor is a small single-seat racing ship that doubles as an interdiction ship. It is often referred to as a power plant with a cockpit attached. Introduced in 2920, it represented another leap forward in engine technology that improved upon the 350R. Despite publicized teething difficulties in the early stages, the current lineup is a solid spacecraft design that promises exceptional speed and has proven it time and time again with multiple Murray Cup wins. In the late 2930s, the UEE Advocacy purchased a bulk of these racers to convert into interdiction ships. The M50 is a ship for going fast. It features supercharged engines that counter a tiny weapons loadout. The M50 can be purchased from both New Deal, Lorville, and Astro Armada Area 18. At just 1,193,800 AUEC, this is a great entry ship for racing against other players in the verse. The standalone cost for the M50 is $100, with the original price being $80. However, you can also find it on sale for different prices at some places. Please note that these prices may vary, and it's always a good idea to check the official Star Citizen website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. I hope this information helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
Here's another ship, the X1. When I first came in the game, this was one of the first ships I bought. I bought 4 of them. One was for me, and one was for Little Miss UK to go on the 600i. But now, it's now speculated to go on the 400 series. Nothing special about it as far as I'm concerned. It was just a little runabout to go on planet or get somewhere quick. If you want any more ideas, fly the Nox. This ship can go on land and also in space. Good little bike. One has weapons, it doesn't take any cargo or anything like that. Just a simple ship. I mean, bike. I call it a bike. Space bike. What information have you got on the X1, the Origin X1 in Star Citizens, please?
The Origin X1 is an open canopy racer designed by Origin in collaboration with Alberto Vara and his company Infinity Customs. It is built from lightweight polymers and takes speed and agility to the next level thanks to seamlessly integrated engine technology and joint vector thruster placement. The bike bay of the Origin 400i is specifically designed to accommodate an X1. The X1 has several variants. X1 Force, designed for exploration and touring, it comes with an additional shield generator. X1 Velocity, focused on racing, discards the weapon slot in exchange for speed. The standalone cost for the X1 ranges from $40 to $50. However, you can also find it on sale for $199 at some places. Please note that these prices may vary, and it's always a good idea to check the official Star Citizen website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. I hope this information helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
Oh, by the way, the speech program that I'm using here at the moment is called Copilot. It is released with Windows 11, and it's a spin-off from ChatGTP. But the difference with this, as you can see, it's got its own voice integration in there, and it's more lifelike. All these are free within Windows, unlike GTP Chat is free, but it's not. Alright? Basically, I've not got it set up yet. I've been messing about for the last couple of weeks. I find it a lot easier getting things on the fly. It does have a little bit of a delay, but that's because it's searching the internet for information, and it's also learning from me at the same time and what type of things I want. You know what I mean? Less mistakes it's making, and also it's also getting used to my accent. Copilot. But the thing is, most people don't like using Edge. I'm one of them. I like to use Google. But I'm doing some work on this. Everything you see here today, I've got it running on one PC. I've got the streaming, I've got the game, I've got eye tracking, all those things I've got running on an i9 processor, 7 years old, and a 1080 Ti. This PC is 7 years old, okay, and it was a 10-year project. But I am due to upgrade it next year to the next gen. But it doesn't mean I'm going to be giving this PC up, because it's still going to be my test bed. Now, of all the cars, this hasn't got it all. The G series, what's it called? Do you have any information on the Origin G12 and all its variants, please? You look like me! You're getting old, mate. You're from the well, obviously you dressed the part.
The Origin G12 is a touring-oriented vehicle from Origin JumpWorks. It is standard equipment on the Origin 600i Explorer. The G12 has light armor, 2 SCU storage capacity, and a gun turret on top. It is known for its good all-round performance. Players with both a 600i Explorer and standalone G12 will be able to upgrade the standalone G12 while keeping the original base vehicle from the 600i. The G12 is a four-wheel ground vehicle made by Origin JumpWorks. The G12 is the standard variant and features a 2 SCU cargo compartment. The G12A is the militarized variant and is outfitted with a missile rack that holds 4 size 2 missiles. The G12R is designed for racing. This variant drops the armor and weapons for an EMP generator. The standalone cost for the G12 is $60, and the war bond price is $55. However, you can also find it on sale for $79.98 at some places.
Wow.
Please note that these prices may vary, and it's always a good idea to check the official Star Citizen website for the most accurate and up-to-date information. I hope this information helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.
I'm actually surprised. These vehicles don't usually go up in price because it's got other benefits like LTI and whatnot. Just give me a minute, please. I need a coffee break.
Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. The terminal over there has a few more items than what's on display. I think you're going to be happy with that.
Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm done here. I'll see you all tomorrow. All have a good time. Don't break the banks now. Arrivederci. I'll be back.